What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got this Jeep Liberty in the shop and we're building a front and rear bumper setup. This video is only going to contain the build for the front bumper. First I'm going to give you a basic rundown of how this bumper is going to be built, and then we'll start taking off this bumper. Here's a rendering of what that bumper is going to look like. But first I have to start with removing this entire bumper, and then we're also going to have to cut straight across into the fender here. We are going to keep these lights right here, and then these lights right here are going to be rewired for aftermarket lights. Same with this side as well. We're going to keep this light, rewire that one, and we're going to chop right there. And in the rendering, you'll also see that this bumper is going to have a 2-inch hitch receiver right here in the middle. I don't have too much time, so I'm going to start taking off this bumper and then we'll jump right into fabrication. And there you have it. The Jeep Liberty bumper is held together by one bolt right there and another bolt on the other side and a bunch of clips. So if you want to remove your bumper, do everything I did and you'll be able to remove your Jeep Liberty bumper by taking off 2 bolts and a bunch of clips. Anyways, now that the bumper has been removed, we can start up the front bumper. In the rendering, you saw that we were keeping these lights right here. I think what I'm gonna do is cut around over here and then all the way through here and then back here. That way we can keep this original mount right there for that bolt. And if I cut all the way around and keep the main structure, we should be able to use these lights. Here's the piece that I just cut out. And this is gonna fit right in there. And that's where the light will be housed. And it's flush enough to where it won't stick out too much either. The bumper that I'm building is gonna be flat all the way across, and then we're gonna have a piece right here to replicate that bump that the bumper had up here. Put that bolt back in there, and then I think I might add a little bit more support back here once I get the light figured out on here. Basically what I did was I cut this entire section off of the bumper. I wanted to make sure that we kept this mounting point right here. So I just went all the way around it like that, and all the way across, giving me the exact mount that I was looking for this bumper. All right, look at that. Perfect fit. Exactly how it was before, except shaved. These lights have been reinstalled exactly how they were before, and now that they're secure and in place, we can start fabrication on the new front bumper. And now it's time for my favorite part, fabrication. Because we're not building a template on this Jeep, I'm referencing the render that I created in order to build this bumper. Because the fabrication process is pretty straightforward, there's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of grinding, there's a lot of welding. I've turned the following process into a little montage so you guys can enjoy the entire fabrication process, and I will check back in once the bumper is complete, painted, and we are ready to install it. right, and that concludes the front bumper build for this Jeep Liberty. I think this thing turned out pretty good. We've got that front hitch right there on the front bumper for a little bit more cargo carrying space. I think he's going to be adding a hitch receiver winch tray. That's a mouthful. That way he can add a winch whenever he needs to and remove it once he's done. If you get a cargo tray, you can fit that right on there. Carry a box up there or a generator or cans or a tire or whatever you want to carry on the road. And this bumper is also getting flush mounted lights right there on the front of the bumper and also on the sides of the bumper as side markers. Tubing right here is also getting a light bar on top of it. And of course, these D-rings are also gonna get shackles. Unfortunately, they haven't arrived yet. So that is gonna be something that I do towards the very end of this build. But if you follow the social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, then you will have already seen the completed bumper, as this video is probably gonna come out a week or two after this Jeep is completely finished. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm a little short on time. So I'm gonna get this thing turned around and start up the rear bumper. So I will see you guys in the next video where we are building, putting together, and installing the rear bumper for this Jeep Liberty. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. I will see you guys in the next fabrication video.